So, I'm going to be starting a new park series for coasters, and I'm going to be doing park battles now, amusement park battles. So this should be an exciting series I'll be doing. I just started it, so I'm going to try and get settled in with this. So I'm going to be making a lot more of these for the rest of this week. Probably won't be focusing on any other concepts on my channel until next week, until I get some of these in. So my very first annual park battle is Six Flags Great Adventure versus Kings Island. These are very cool parks, just putting it out there. Awesome parks, but one of them are definitely better than the other. They have some really nice coasters and some really nice attractions for the family, kids, and they have a nice water parks. Six Flags Great Adventure has something that Kings Island doesn't have, and that's a safari, and it is much bigger, of course. So today we will discuss which one of these iconic parks are better than another, because there has to be a winner in everything like this. So let's get in with the two B&M inverts of the park first. Banshee and Batman the Ride. And is this even a contest? Banshee wins this for being perhaps the best B&M invert of all time. And if not the best B&M invert of all time, then at least second or third place. It is awesome. And it's the longest invert of all time. Well, currently the record breaker for longest B&M invert. And Batman the Ride is just one of those clones. So I wouldn't put it out there as Batman the Ride gonna beat this awesome invert. Banshee is definitely far more superior than Batman the Ride clones. Far more superior. Which is starting Kings Island off with 1 point. 1-0. Next, we have awesome B&M Hypercoasters. Now, this can actually go either way, but we are going to give the point to Nitro for the obvious reason that is voted number 3 coaster in the world, which is making it obviously one of the best coasters in the world, if not only one of the best steel coasters, of course. And Diamondback is not even up in the top 5, but it is still very awesome hyper coaster, and I could definitely put it either way, but considering Nitro is voted number 3 steel coaster, how can we just make Diamondback win like that? Although Diamondback is a lot more airtime than Nitro, and Nitro's on the airtime side and twistiness, mostly twistiness, while Diamondback is more airtime hills and all that, but we are giving it to Nitro because, like I just said, it has been voted number 3 steel coaster for several years, and Diamondback has not even been in top 5 since it was built. Kiddie coasters, yay, I guess, but we're gonna find out in this category which kiddie coaster is better for the kids, and we are gonna give it to Roadrunner Railway because it is far more superior for the kids. The Great Pumpkin Coaster is kind of rough, I've been hearing. The Roadrunner Railway, I actually rode it when I with my baby cousin, so you could already tell right there, and I actually experienced it, and I could just tell you right now, it is a very smooth kiddie coaster, very tiny, but to me it isn't good at all, of course, but we are going to give the point to Great Adventure because it is just a really good kiddie coaster for the little ones out there. So the score is now 2-1. Great Adventure's in the lead by 1. And also, but Great Adventure is going to go in the lead even more now with the 2 flying coasters. Okay, let's be serious here. Would you rather ride a Vekoma flying coaster or an B&M flying coaster? Come on. Superman Ultimate Flight is perhaps one of the best flying coasters out there. It is far more superior than Firehawk. Just putting it out there right now. It is a very good flying coaster, especially by its B&M. So you can already tell right there. If you haven't ridden Superman Ultimate Flight nor Firehawk, then I could just tell you right now, a B&M would be much more superior and smoother than a Vekoma flying coaster. And I could already tell right there because I've heard from the experience of people who've been to Kings Island a lot that Firehawk is a pretty rough ride. And I wouldn't be blaming them because, Firehawk is by Vekoma, and there's not really that many smooth Vekomas out there. Only a couple that I know is Tennessee Tornado and X2, but Firehawk, I haven't really heard that it's a smooth ride. And Superman Ultimate Flight, just gonna put it out there right now, very smooth B&M flyer. Of course it is, because it is by B&M, and B&M makes some really good smooth coasters out there. So now Six Flags Great Adventure is still in the lead by 3-1. Now, 2 odd matchups. I had to put Bizarro in this for it being one of the best floor coasters out there. But the Racer is going to knock it down, because what do you prefer? I prefer airtime over inversions, and I'm sure all of you will agree with me, unless you are like a loopiest person out there. But to me, I could put it up there right now that the Racer is far more superior when it comes to airtime, of course, because Bizarro is mostly towards the inversions, so the Racer is mostly towards the airtime. Mostly all the ride is airtime, just putting it out there right now. And it is a really good racing coaster. So we are going to give the Racer the point. So Kings Island is now up by 1 point. So we are giving Kings Island another point. But Great Adventure is still in the lead by 1. It is 3-2. Now we have some family coasters for everyone, Flying Ace Aerial Chase and Blackbeard's Lost Treasure Train. Now, although Flying Ace Aerial Chase has that unique experience, kind of like a suspended family coaster, which is pretty cool, I guess, but Blackbeard's Lost Treasure Train, if you're looking to have the family on a good time coaster, then I would suggest Blackbeard's Lost Treasure Train for you, because, it's a really fun coaster. It is not, whiplashing you all over the place like some other family coasters out there, but it's a pretty smooth and decently fun coaster for the family. So if you have never been to Great Adventure and are planning on going there, and you have someone who is not a big thrill seeker, Blackbeard's Lost Treasure Train is the ride for them. I do not prefer Flying Ace Aerial Chase. It's a family ride, but it isn't that good of a family ride for an enjoyable experience. It is okay, though. More family coasters. Skull Mountain and Woodstock Express. Now, Skull Mountain wins this one for being a far more superior family coaster. While Woodstock Express, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a wooden family coaster. You don't see those every other day. That's kind of weird. But Skull Mountain still is far more superior because it's in the dark. You have a very good, neat experience for the families. The only thing that I not prefer for you is that if you are a thrill seeker, get in the back. If you are not a thrill seeker, don't sit in the back. Just putting it out there. Because this ride in the back gives you a really good thrill. Just saying it out. You don't expect anything on this ride in the back seat. Anything other than that, any other seat on the ride is family. And it is far more superior family coaster than Woodstock Express. So we are giving Great Adventure another point. And Great Adventure is in a lead by 3. Come on, Kings Island. You could catch up. Mine Trains. And yay, Kings Island is now catching up by 1. Great Adventure still in the lead by 2. But Woodstock Express, sorry about that. Adventure Express and Runaway Mine Train. I'm just going to put this out there too. Runaway Mine Train, not an enjoyable ride. Definitely one of the most bumpiest whiplashing rides I've been on. Definitely Rolling Thunder was more bumpier than this, but Runaway Mine Train is still definitely, since Rolling Thunder is gone, now Runaway Mine Train is the one that people have to look out for. I do not prefer Runaway Mine Train to ride it in the beginning of your day. I suggest riding it as your last ride, if you're not going to go on anything else. But really, very bumpy ride. Very bumpy. And I heard Adventure Express is a somewhat enjoyable mine train, so I'm just going to go by the comments out there, a lot of comments. So we are giving Adventure Express the point for just, I guess, being a more superior mine train. And I could actually tell by that because, like I said, Runaway Mine Train gives you some terrible whiplash. So now Kings Island goes up by 1, but Great Adventure is still in the lead by 2, 5-3. Finally, the awesome Woodies of the park, the Beast and El Toro. Now, this is kind of tough, but we are going to give it to El Toro to me being the best ride in the park at Great Adventure, and perhaps being on some polls the best wooden coaster, but on a couple of them it's also the second best. Outlaw Run has beaten it, which I do not really agree with it, although I think Outlaw Run's my second best, no matter what. Definitely a really good Woody. But I'm also going to put it out there that the Beast, although it's the longest wooden coaster in the world, it's in the top 10 and is not in the top 5, which is kind of sad. I think it should have been a bit higher, but we are going to give it to El Toro for a reason. It is steeper. It has a cable lift. It's awesome. It's a very awesome Woody. I highly recommend it. If I were to choose over the Beast or El Toro, I would highly recommend El Toro over the Beast. Although the Beast is very awesome. Do not get me wrong by that. The Beast is a very awesome Woody. But El Toro is a bit more superior than the Beast, and I'm sure a lot of you could tell that already. So now Six Flags Great Adventure is winning by half, 3-6. Now to even it out, I'm just going to read this off. Great Adventure has Green Lantern, Dark Knight, and the legendary King the Ka. So we're giving Great Adventure 3 more points because it has 3 more coasters added on that we did not use in this battle. But Kings Island has 2 more coasters in Great Adventure. They have 4 more coasters that we did not use in this battle. Invertigo, Vortex, the Bat, and Flight of Fear. So we will give Kings Island 4 more points, making the score 9-7. So Great Adventure is still in the lead by 2. Now we are on some thrill rides. We are done with the coasters, and we could just put it out there right now. You tell that that Great Adventure has won the coaster category. But now the Drop Towers. Drop Tower Scream Zone and Zumanjaro Drop of Doom. Now, this isn't even a competition. Zumanjaro Drop of Doom wins this for being the world's tallest and fastest drop ride, while Drop Tower Scream Zone is more on the freestanding drop ride. It's one of the tallest freestanding drop rides in the world, and it doesn't even drop from all the way at top, so that's kind of sad. It only drops 272 feet, while the structural height is 315 feet. Zumanjaro Drop of Doom goes all the way to the top, 415 feet, if you haven't already noticed, and drops you at 90 miles per hour. So now the score is 10-7. Great Adventure's in the lead by 3 again. Awesome swing rides, Windseeker and Sky Screamer. Now, although Windseeker is taller, Sky Screamer is going to gain this one for Great Adventure because Windseeker, when it gets to the top, it doesn't move. Doesn't move at all. It swings, of course, but it doesn't go up and down like Sky Screamer would, and I think when that happens on Sky Screamer, you'll get a much better, awesome ride experience. So, nothing much else to say, but we are giving it to Great Adventure. So now, Great Adventure is in the lead by 4, the most it's been leading by now, 11-7. Awesome differing flat rides, Delirium and Twister. Now Delirium, not even a competition. Delirium wins this one for being perhaps one of the best pendulum rides out there, if not the best. So we're giving Kings Island the point, but Great Adventure is still in the lead by 3. Who has a better collection? Great Adventure has a better collection now because, for obvious reasons. Definitely one of the best coaster collections in the world. Nothing much to say. Great Adventure gains the point. Now they are up again by 4. And Kings Island and Great Adventure is also in a much better location. So we're giving it another point. So now it's 5 points up. And winning by 5 points is arguably one of the best parks in the world, at least 3rd place. Great Adventure. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be back with more.